Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump day.
It's about that time, y'all.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? First of all, another day to be here to serve our beautiful listeners. I feel blessed, black, and highly favored, but it's about that time, y'all.
Yeah.
Why did I think it was Friday?
It's not.
I swear. I thought it was Friday.
Tomorrow will be our Friday, though.
I know, right?
Tomorrow's Thursday, and that's our last day before holiday vacation.
That's right.
All right? Time to wrap this thing up.
For a couple of weeks.
A few weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
A few weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, don't say a couple. Okay, a couple is
Don't
two.
downplay it.
That's right. I had a few. I am happy to be taking this holiday vacation.
Absolutely.
Okay, we had a great 2024. 2024 has been a fantastic year. We're here, right? Everybody's still alive,
we are
right?
definitely here.
And y'all breathing, right? Enjoy the moment,
Absolutely.
man. Even if things aren't going exactly the way you want them to go, or things didn't go exactly the way you wanted them to go this year, just be happy that you're alive and God still has a plan for you. Enjoy the current moment that you're in.
That's right.
That's all.
And salute to everybody in Atlanta. I'm headed to Atlanta, actually. We're having our jingle ball for our station out in Atlanta, 96.1 The Beat. So if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. The concert is tomorrow. It's almost sold out. If you want to see Gunna, Glorilla, Sexy Red, T.I., Saweetie, T-Pain, the Kid Laroi, Tinashe, and Khalid, that goes down tomorrow. So if you haven't got your tickets, again, that's Jingle Ball Atlanta. Get your tickets, 96.1 To Be. I'll be out there with that. Shout out to Louis V and the whole staff in Atlanta.
Salute to my guy, Louis V. What you pointing at, Jeff?
He's trying to get Ray's attention. Ray's trying to get his attention.
No, yeah. So we got some special guests joining us this morning. We have Cordae. He'll be joining us. His album, The Crossroads, is out right now.
I like Cordae a lot, man. He gets busy and always delivers good projects, good music. For some reason, the music doesn't stick out the way it should, I think. Mm-hmm. But he gets busy.
All right, so we'll talk to Cordae. And also, Jason Lee will be joining us this morning.
Jason Lee.
Councilman,
Councilman,
yes.
Jason Lee, of course, founder of Hollywood Unlocked. We'll be chopping it up with him in a little bit.
Jason Lee, like a councilman off Power. It's like it's like a character that's somebody in one of them Power shows, bro. This guy who turned from messy blogger to cultural critic to a councilman.
That's right. So we'll be talking with Jason Lee. And let's get the show cracking. All right, now, today is the dog's DMX's birthday.
Man,
so let's start off with some
Heavenly
DMX.
Born Day, DMX.
Absolutely. What we got this morning?
And you know, I love this time of year because everybody always plays the DMX Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's right.
No.
I don't think they realized that was here.
Yeah, it was. Well,
for real?
It was at Power. Yeah,
that was after a Breakfast Club interview,
that's
and
right.
he walked into the next studio, and we used to have a social media person named Vanessa, salute to Vanessa, and she just asked him to do that. She was like, "Yo,
damn."
He was there that day for what, like 7 hours?
No, that was another time.
Oh,
he wasn't there 7 hours. That day.
Yeah, that day he was eating hot dogs from the hot dog stand.
No,
outside
it wasn't that day. It was another day.
Another day.
Yeah,
He been up here a lot.
Yeah, he was. Actually, like 3 or 4 Breakfast Club interviews.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up.
So rest in peace to the dog. It's DMX. Get at me, dog. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody.
It's spayed and neutered.
It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, last night, if you follow the 2024 NBA Cup, the Milwaukee Bucks won last night. They beat OKC 97-81. Now, Giannis was the MVP. He finished with 26 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists. So, salute to the Milwaukee Bucks. All right. Morning, Morgan.
Good morning, Envy, Charlamagne, and Jess Hilarious. Y'all feeling all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
All right, I love to hear it. So breaking news out of the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., former D.C. drug kingpin Rayful Edmond has died at the age of 60. Now, he was released from prison over the summer after serving over 30 years behind bars. And yesterday, he died in a halfway house in Nashville. Now, Edmond was given a life sentence in 1990 at the age of 24 after being convicted on drug charges and has been identified as the person who introduced crack cocaine to the district. Now, there is no word or on his cause of death as of yet. So we'll.
I thought I saw people say it was a heart attack. It wasn't a heart attack?
I do not have official word as of yet.
Got you.
Yeah, but I will continue to keep you guys posted on that, and I'll take a look because you know how things develop. More news coming out about the deadly shooting in Madison, Wisconsin. Authorities say the motive of the 15-year-old girl has a combination of factors, although Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes, he's not yet ready to reveal those factors while the investigation continues. Now, a teacher, a student at the Abundant Life Christian School were killed, and it appears the student shooter then turned the gun on herself, and killed herself. He also says investigators are looking at an online document that may be connected to the shooter, and he further described the aftermath of the situation. Let's hear more from Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes.
We're looking into her online activity. We're asking anyone who knew her or who may have insights into her feelings leading up to yesterday to please contact the Madison Area Crime Stoppers. At this time, we cannot verify its authenticity. We have detectives working today to determine where this document originated and who actually shared it online. The past 24 hours have been a flurry of emotion, sadness, anger, disappointment, grief for the Madison community.
Yeah, so Police Chief Barnes, he went on to say that everyone was targeted and there was no specific target in that incident. Now, investigators said the girl's family is fully cooperating and they have searched her home. 2 people remain in critical condition with what is said to be life-threatening injuries in regards to that incident.
Horrible.
Yeah, absolutely terrible. Let's talk really quickly about Luigi Mangione. He is being indicted officially for the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg announced the grand jury indictment on Tuesday. Now, Bragg also talked about the charges included in the indictment and in addition to the timeline of the crime. Let's hear more from Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg.
This was a frightening, well-planned, targeted murder that was intended to cause shock, inattention, and intimidation. They include 1 count of murder in the first degree as a killing in furtherance of terrorism, 2 counts of murder in the second degree, 1 charging that the killing was done as an act of terrorism, and the second pertaining to the fact that the killing was intentional. For nearly an hour, we allege the defendant waited in the area near the Hilton Hotel, waiting for Mr. Thompson to appear.
Yeah, so Mangione is still in custody in Pennsylvania after being arrested at a McDonald's on December 9th.
As he should be.
You're right. He, of course, is accused of fatally shooting the New York Thompson on a New York City sidewalk on December 4th. He faces 20 years to life in prison if convicted of first-degree murder. The indictment also includes a dozen charges, including first- and second-degree murder, as well as several weapons charges. Now, he is scheduled to have a preliminary hearing take place next Monday, but I believe that has been moved up to this Thursday, tomorrow, upon request of parties involved. Now, that hearing will be held at the Blair County Courthouse in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania, and this comes as a Manhattan grand jury, of course, recently indicted him, and Governor Kathy Hochul is trying to issue that warrant to extradite him from Pennsylvania back to New York.
Well, he should be indicted. He should go to jail for the rest of his life. Brian Thompson is dead. His kids will grow up without a father, and the healthcare system hasn't changed. And this is not a precedent that you want to start. And I see idiots say we don't care about corporate interests. This has nothing to do with corporate interests. This has to do with humanity. And yes, we wish these CEOs of these major companies thought about people's humanity, but they don't. And personally, if I don't want something to happen to me or people I love, I don't celebrate that something when it happens to others.
2 wrongs don't make a right. That's what he's saying. Or, right? That's what you're saying?
I don't know if I'm saying that. I'm just saying that personally, if I don't want something to happen to me or people I love, I don't celebrate that something when it happens to other people. It's quite simple for me.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Morgan. We'll see you next hour.
All right.
Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Top of the morning, man. Top of the morning, everybody. It's Santos.
Santos, what up? Get off your chest, brother.
How you doing, man? How's everybody doing? Jess, if you there, Laura, Charlamagne, DJ Envy, top of the morning. Hope everybody's good. Y'all alive. That's good.
Peace,
I just wanted to get off my chest, man. Look, I'm a truck driver. It is crazy out here. It's slippery. I just need people to be careful. I need people to make sure that they are available for the holidays. That's it.
That is very true.
You be careful out there as well, brother.
You already know, man. Hey, DJ Envy, I got you, man. There you go.
I ain't here. You gotta do it again.
I got you.
There you go.
Yeah, you can't be blowing nothing.
You're already,
you
man.
can't be blowing nothing for no man after saying it's slippery out there, son.
Oh my God.
See, there you go again. Early in the morning with that type of energy, man.
Come
Have a
on,
good
what
day,
you
man.
mean?
And he wanted it again too. He said, "No, I ain't hear that. Do that
Yeah,
again."
do it again. You heard that? I thought I was the only person that peeped that.
Oh my goodness. Hello, who's this?
Me twice is crazy.
It's Terrence. How y'all doing?
Terrence, what's up, brother? Get off your chest.
Man, I woke up this morning just thankful, man. I'm 52, been married 32 years.
What a blessing.
First 20 years was nothing but cheating, messing around in the streets. The last 20 years, faithful black man ain't cheated. So what I'm thankful for is for that man upstairs. Let me live long enough to change my life.
Look at God.
Right my wrongs.
Look at God. God
You know
is
what I'm
good.
saying? If he'd have
That's
called me home 20 years ago, Charlamagne, it'd been a different story.
That's right.
So I just want to let you know I'm thankful, bruh.
You gave your wife.
I lost my job last month,
Oh,
and I
really?
got more joy in my heart than anybody at the job. I guarantee you.
Well,
ain't stressed, ain't worried, straight thankful.
Well, I'm glad you
That's
gave
what I
your
call
wife
y'all
them.
for.
You gave your wife them 20 good elderly years, man. Them senior citizen years. You
He only 52.
Oh my God.
He only 52.
You know what?
Damn.
You know what, Charlamagne? ain't nothing better than having a wife that's not threatened by another woman, that's comfortable in her marriage. I ain't know it feels so good, man.
Well, don't make
That's
it
a
sound,
beautiful feeling.
don't make it sound like she didn't have no reason to be insecure. You made it that way.
You made it that way, man.
Yeah,
You just said 20 years.
So you built that character up in her.
Hey, but I thank y'all for taking that call this morning. But I want that man upstairs to know I'm not ashamed of him.
That's
I'm
right.
thankful for him.
That's right. Where you from?
Y'all enjoy y'all more.
Where you from?
I'm from Detroit, man. I called y'all before. Remember that guy y'all looked up with the dad, had the picture with his sons in prison?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
He took the picture again when he graduated.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
You know they sent that video around Charlamagne 5 times. It's posted all over the internet, went viral. Took my wife out the picture and said the dad did it by himself.
Dang.
She just been
That's
getting
when you can go look at it.
betrayed everywhere.
TERRENCEEV online, any of them, and look on my website, and I got it posted. They took it off. I took my wife off the picture.
All right,
Respect
Like
brother.
she was a
my brother.
deadbeat mom.
You sound like an old 52,
we-
though. I'm not gonna lie. This is like I'm 6 years from 52, but you sound like you about to do the Color Purple.
Well, that's 30 years of smoking weed while you're at work and trying to hide it.
Okay. You ain't gotta hide it no more. It's legal in Michigan.
Hey, no, I'm good to go, baby. But thank y'all, man, this morning.
Yes, sir.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Get it up. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on, man? This is B from Norfolk, man. Good morning, good morning.
B
What
from
up,
Norfolk.
B?
What's up?
Peace to the God. What's going on, King?
Peace, King. How you doing, black man?
Man, I'm good, brother, man. Look, first and foremost, I want to give, good morning to y'all. Shout out to Vic, man, for getting that damn job.
That's
man.
right, Michael Vick.
Officially.
That's dope.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yo, them young men they fired up, man. They fired up. My son actually plays on the team, so we real fired up about that, man. I also want to send some good energy, man, to the victims, man, of that shooting, man. We got to get these kids some mental health, man. Got to get them, get some help for these kids, man, somehow, some way. So, that's all I got for real, man. My son's birthday was just the other day, so, sending some good energy, man.
Happy belated to your son, man.
Absolutely,
And you're
man.
absolutely right. We've got to do our part to make sure these kids are mentally and emotionally healthy so they're not out here projecting that pain and that trauma that they're experiencing on the other people.
On other people, yeah, man. It's right. I talk to my son, like I said, he's in college, his 3rd year in college now, so I talk to him all the time, son, you need something, we need to talk, whatever, get it, let me know something, so, I firmly believe that, and Charlamagne, I really appreciate what you've been doing, man, for the community, for the people. Y'all got a lot of listeners out here, man, so y'all don't know how much y'all impact the, society and communities and all that, so I appreciate y'all for that, man, but
Thank you,
y'all do
King.
y'all thing, man. I'm listening, man. I'm listening. I go hop in this truck, get this money, man.
I appreciate you,
Be safe
brother.
out there.
Be safe out there, man. And we thank all our listeners, man. We can't do any of this without y'all. So we appreciate you wholeheartedly. Gratitude is always my attitude.
Absolutely.
Jasmine, good morning.
Good morning, Breakfast Club.
How you feeling this morning?
I could be better. I'm kind of cold right now. My car went out on me last night, and so I have to drive my parents' extra car. but it doesn't have any heat. And I'm in Detroit. It's 25 degrees, and I'm freezing. I got an hour drive home, and I'm freezing.
Jesus.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry about that, Mom. How
Who's
you
all there today?
Huh?
I said, who's all in the studio today?
Is Jess, Charlamagne, and Envy.
The Breakfast Club.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, girl.
Hey. So I'm just, following the on my ride home.
Well, be safe out there. And at least you got a car. Because I'm sure there's some people out there, if their car broke down, they wouldn't have a car. They'd be on the bus right now. So be grateful and thankful for that, at least.
You got an
I absolutely am. I'm thankful at least my parents have an extra car. It don't have heat, but they're just getting me where I need to go.
All right,
That's
Mom.
right.
Well, you have a good one and enjoy your holidays.
Happy holidays.
All right, Jasmine. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. Now, we got Jess With The Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yes, Big Mouth speaks on Remy and Pap. Not call him Big Mouth because he called himself Big Mouth, Fat Joe.
Right.
So we're going to see what he said about that.
He said he's not supposed to speak about Remy and Pap.
He said he wasn't, but he big mouthing. So we going to hear what he said.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club.
You sound like you just got probed. Don't ever do that. Don't ever. Please don't ever do that again, please.
1 more day. 2 more days.
There's going to be a lot of for him. All right, well, let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So Fat Joe was a guest on the newest episode of My Expert Opinion with Math Hoffa. Shout out to Math Hoffa. They seemingly filmed the episode the same day that Remy exposed Papoose for his relationship with Clarissa Shields. So of course they asked Joe about it, and this is what he said.
My sister never tells me our personal relationship business. But what I know is I left y'all last night. We went to Brooklyn Chop House. She treated 10 grown men to dinner. And I woke up in the morning and then my phone was going crazy. And they was like, yo, look what's going on. I'm like, what the
How do you manage that?
I don't even know how to manage that well. Because of him, she made me love him. Really love him. You know what I'm saying? That's my goddaughter's father. Like I try to tell you, I'm old school morals. I don't like none of that. You know what I'm saying? What I can't do is stop it or have that. Like they won't listen to me. From the first time she ever asked me for advice, I said, "Listen, it's different. This is your husband. Nobody come to my house tell my wife. I can't get in the middle of that. That's y'all. You know, I wish this didn't happen."
Salute to Math Hoffa, but I'm just sitting here trying to figure out one thing out of that whole conversation.
What?
Why the hell did Remy have to pay for 10 grown men dinner?
Listen, we're going to get to that. I like the advice that he gave his sister, though. You know what I'm saying? That's different because, of course, this is his sister. They are very close. And like he said, she made me love her husband. I had to love her husband. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my sister. That was, and then that's also my goddaughter's father. That was the most adult advice that he could have ever given. And then that also tells me if she went to him and asked for advice for that, it was something still there. She didn't. She probably, I don't know, but she probably didn't want to leave her husband. It sounded like she still maybe wanted to work through it. He said from the first time she asked me for advice. So I
respect all of that.
Yeah, same.
Why did Remy have to pay for 10 grown people dinner?
Maybe she wanted the treat.
Yeah, maybe she wanted the treat. Maybe it was a holiday thing. Maybe she's like, "Yeah, I got this one."
I doubt that she took.
You know Remy for a long time. You know Remy's very generous.
She ain't never treat him to dinner though.
Oh, probably not.
Okay,
that's probably why.
But it don't mean that they was broke men.
No,
maybe she just wanted to take.
I just want to know why.
Maybe she wanted to
treat.
that.
Yeah, maybe she just wanted the treat. I got this one.
She did say last week, in the midst of all the drama, she the one with the bag. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So maybe she wanted to take our peoples out.
And I do have a rule. I don't pay for nothing if I'm around somebody who's richer than me. If we have a dinner and you're the rich one, pay for the dinner.
That's right. But people must have been calling Papoose broke after that had circulated the conversation with Fat Joe because he posted this. He said, "Peace to my brother Fat Joe. I think y'all misunderstood his interview. I was not at Brooklyn Chop House with them. I do spend thousands of dollars there regularly. I love that place. Now, thank you for that, Papoose. But I don't think nobody thought that he was there because that same night, if it lines up, Remy said she came home and he was already there on the phone. He fell asleep on the phone with Clarissa. So yeah, she was coming in from the restaurant. So yeah, you couldn't have been there, you know. But thank you for that piece. We never said that you was broke. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, right? Moving forward. He said, "I'm sick of this, yo." 50 Cent speaks on allegations. So he was on a recent episode of Flagrant with Andrew Schultz.
That's right.
And during the during the conversation, he explained, you know that's this nigga friend. He said, that's right. I know that's right. All right. He explained why he's comfortable making jokes about these sexual assault cases.
Bro, that's why do people come to my page? Yeah, that's what they say to me, buddy. Well, you're an ex, buddy.
Then you're not worried at all.
Why?
Because you don't got nothing.
I don't have it.
Why you sound skeptical?
You know there's some like opportunists they'll just throw out the
but that it would take more for them to say some of the that you see these people say. Look, you met the girl in 2003. You hung out with her. You had a good time after the show with 30 girls there. You just went, y'all hung out, right? And y'all just part ways. Right? So there's no negative things between it. But she can look up at the TV now, and you've been a success since then. Feel like that's my life. I was supposed to be there and be upset with you and say something.
Do you remember where, I think it's your baby moms, where it's like she was kind of speaking out and then all of a sudden the house just got burnt down?
Yeah, but you know, it happens. Left eye.
Well, 50's right, but then there's also a part of it. People can just make up allegations and accusations. The beauty of it is the truth will always reveal itself. But by the time the accusations and allegations come out, think about all the things that you could potentially lose.
Yeah, you probably lost everything because people believe it. Like you said, they're quiet when you don't get convicted, but when they accuse you, boy, it's everywhere.
That's right.
Loud,
That's right.
very, very loud.
That's right. That's why when 50 said, what did he say? He said that he doesn't worry about things because he doesn't have anything, but you don't got to have anything now.
Yeah.
People can make up
stories. People make up stories every day, B.
And the fact that they heard him say that would make somebody want to come out anyway, you know, these days. But moving on, Lauren, yesterday, Megan Thee Stallion's team filed for a restraining order against Tory, even though he's still locked up. How can you do that?
So they did. Number one, they did, and they filed it because they're saying that he is harassing her from behind bars. Yeah. So they're alleging that he caused Meg emotional distress and he's causing more harm to her reputation while still locked up. Now,
I just feel like there's so many other celebrities outside that would be causing her more stress than him being behind bars. I mean, he just trying to come home.
I'm confused with that too. Because if he's not directly talking to her,
why don't you let Lauren tell a story?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
No, go ahead.
That's what I'm asking. Is he directly talking to her?
I understand the confusion because I think a lot of people are like, well, he's locked up. Like, how? Yeah. So basically what they're saying is that he's done a few different things that are basically like kind of like trolling or like poking the bear a little bit, right? So they're saying that remember when he filed to like, he wanted to go back in and like look at the gun and the fragments and like he was trying to say, I'm actually innocent. You guys need to revisit this. It's called like habeas corpus or something like that. Meg is saying when he did that, he did it allegedly on purpose because it was the day before her Amazon doc was about to drop and he knew that would make people have a conversation. That's what they're alleging. Have a conversation about whether she was lying or not, because you guys know that's been like the big thing. It's like a lot of people do think that Meg was shot. There are some people who think that she was lying, and then he's sitting in jail. A court ruled that, you know, according to the court, he shot the gun. He was found guilty. He was found guilty of the charges, but they're saying that he did all that to start up that conversation again, which, you know, that causes people to go in her comments, that causes people to be, you know, just at her. Even they're saying that this can even cause like harm to her as a music artist, because then she gets in a place where she's talked about where she don't want to do music, she don't want to do anything. It causes her that distress, and she's even talked about before at one point even wanting to kind of take her own life. So all of this then piles on. They're also saying that, well, and there was a big thing too about, does the LAPD have the gun?
Yeah,
have the gun?
They said they have it.
Yes, but the LAPD, yes, they came back out and said, no, we do have the gun, because they also alleged that when he tried to reclaim his innocence and things of that nature. But they also said that he's using third-party bloggers allegedly to come in and spread false information. There's one blogger that Meg has a civil suit against right now for doing such, that they actually went in and Megan's lawyers obtained Zelle records from this blogger, and according to the records that Megan's lawyers have, they have payments including a $3,000 payment in 2020, a $200 payment, a $1,000 payment, which they are alleging was payment for this blogger to spread false information or falsehoods, as they're calling it, about Megan, which again causes all the stuff that we talked about before. So basically they like, look, she needs a restraining order, and it's a civil one, not a criminal one, because there's laws that like you can't get a criminal order of protection after you've already been convicted of a crime.
So the restraining order is gonna is gonna stop him from talking about her, or
Essentially,
he can't go around it.
Essentially, that's what they're trying to do, because she had that before. She had the restraining order and she had the gag order, but it was from 2020 to like 2023, and that's over now.
So is
now
paying the blogger illegal or unethical? I mean, I know it's unethical, but is it illegal?
I think if you can prove that. Criminally, I can't answer that question. I don't know for sure, but I know civilly, the way that they have this set up, if they can prove that what that blogger put out caused for Megan to not make money, or to,
if it was false,
any harm, and because it wasn't true, then civilly, yeah, like that's like Cordae and Tasha K, right?
Yeah. But let me ask you a question.
But they have to prove it though. There's a burden of proof there.
Even with the proceedings, now you have to. Like, I can't put out a proceeding on somebody's birthday because it might cause harm, or I might put it out before her doc. Like, it's a proceeding, it's a court proceeding. You should be able to put out a court proceeding whenever you want, right? Or is that considered?
We got it. But so you mean like when they're filing for something?
Because you just said that he put out a proceeding the day before her Amazon thing dropped, and if he did that, why would that be a problem? Now you have to.
I think they're trying to allege at the time, and he knew it would stir up these negative things because of what they're claiming and the stuff that he claimed, and it wasn't true. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like the non-truth, the burden of them proving that, and then that costing them or Megan harm by saying she can't make money, she can't think, she's being attacked.
This man is trying to come home. Anyway, thank you, Litigious Lauren.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
Envy started using words like proceedings. I was go Envy.
Nah, they filed proceedings. All right. Well, that was Jess with the Mess. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Cordae will be joining us. His album, The Crossroads, are out right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, let's start off with some quick sports. The Milwaukee Bucks won the 2024 NBA Cup last night. They won 97-81. They beat the OKC. Now, Giannis had 26 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists. So, congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, Envy, Charlamagne, and Jess, and happy Wednesday to y'all.
Peace,
Thank
Morgan.
you, girl.
President-elect Donald Trump, he is considering intervening in Congress's potential ban on TikTok. How important is TikTok to you guys? Under federal law, TikTok must cut ties with its Chinese parent company by mid-January. I believe the date is January 19th, right before inauguration, or be banned in the United States. Now, this comes as TikTok is asking the Supreme Court to block a law that could ban the video app. The law, which requires it to be sold or shut down, again, goes in effect on January 19th. Now, TikTok on Monday petitioned the High Court to stop the law, arguing it violates the company's First Amendment free speech rights. The company has, or the app has around 170 million users in the U.S. Now, Trump spoke to the media on Monday from his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida. And here's what he had to say about the TikTok ban and what he may do when he's in office.
We'll take a look at TikTok. You know, I have a warm spot in my heart for TikTok because I won youth by 34 points. And there are those that say that TikTok has something to do with that. Now, Joe Rogan did, and some of the other people that were recommended by my son Barron, he knew names. I said, who is that? Tell me, who's that? Dad, you got to be kidding. I can't believe you don't know. And I did those interviews, and it was actually sort of cute. Do you want to know the truth? But we did them. And that had an impact, but TikTok had an impact, and so we're taking a look at it.
So, any thoughts on that, you guys? Is it TikTok that important to you guys? People you know, what do you think about this ban?
I mean, I it's important to my son, but it's not important to me. That's not one of my heavily engaging social medias. You know, I know it's going to affect a bunch of kids, though, a bunch of kids, and influencers, who
make
they
money.
make a lot of money. TikTok makes you more money than Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So,
like you said, it doesn't affect me, but my kids, my daughters are on there because they have a little dance group where they do dances and they follow, and it's short, so they watch it on TikTok. So they watch those dance groups and hashtag dance and all that. So it'll affect them. But I love one thing Donald Trump says. You can really tell that Donald Trump listened to the younger people around him.
He listened to his son.
He listened to his son. Didn't know what his son was talking about, but was like, yo, you know what? I'm going to trust my son. I don't know who this dude is, but if my son goes this way, and it helped him.
Well, they don't have to ban it. They don't got to ban it. Just sell it to somebody American. Like Frank McCourt and Project Liberty, you want to buy it. So, I mean, don't ban it. Just sell it to somebody American.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people want to buy it, I see.
Yeah.
All right, well, during that same presser, President-elect Trump says Mexico and Canada are on notice over the border crisis. Now, he criticized the Biden administration over reports it's auctioning off pieces of the border wall. Let's hear more from Trump on the border.
And what they're doing is really an act. It's almost a criminal act. They know we're going to use it, and if we don't have it, we're going to have to rebuild it.
Yeah, so he touched on, of course, the border wall. He touched on several other subjects. He said he spoke to Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu, who once again promised all hell would break loose if Hamas doesn't release the hostages before he takes office. Trump said he's a big believer in the polio vaccine, also speaking to reports that Health and Human Services nominee Robert F. Kennedy wants to revoke its approval. So Trump is, I guess, he's gearing up for the job. In other news, in New York, a city judge is denying Mayor Eric Adams his attempt to dismiss one of the federal corruption charges he faces. Manhattan Federal Court Judge Dale Ho is disagreeing with Adams' claim regarding the bribery count. Now, Adams' lawyer had argued that the allegation doesn't meet the legal standard for bribery. Adams pleaded not guilty in September to an indictment accusing him of taking legal campaign money and bribes. Like airline perks from the Turkish government. Meanwhile, on Monday, President-elect Donald Trump again said he would consider or look at pardoning Adams, downplaying the travel upgrades and adding that Adams was treated unfairly. And switching gears, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is considering using executive order to override the city sanctuary city laws in order to address criminal migrants. Let's hear from Mayor Eric Adams regarding dangerous migrants.
Many dangerous gangs are in our city. ICE would like to go after them. We should be coordinating to go after dangerous people.
Of course, Adams met with Trump's incoming border czar last week, and he talked about how to go after violent migrant offenders. Now, critics have argued that Adams, of course, he's doing all of this surrounding his federal corruption charges, of course, trying to gain favor with Trump and his incoming administration.
Yeah, it's amazing to me how those elected officials are a year too late on that rhetoric, though. People in those neighborhoods was saying those things a year ago. They was telling you about the gangs in those neighborhoods a year ago, and they was dismissing those folks and saying those folks was spreading MAGA messaging. Right. But if they literally would have just listened to the people in the community a year ago and listened to what the people were saying, and they would have realized these people aren't anti-immigrant. They just want their communities to be safe. It's just that simple.
Well, let's switch gears really quickly to Virginia. A principal of a high school is apologizing after a teacher passed around a piece of raw cotton. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Raw cotton during an advanced history lesson on the invention of the cotton gin. Now, Pastor Michelle Thomas, president of Loudoun County NAACP, says she received a complaint about the lesson at Riverside High School. Let's hear more from Pastor Michelle Thomas from the NAACP.
Black students were extremely embarrassed and humiliated. In some sections of the class, we had students that were actually laughing and making jokes.
So in a letter to parents, the school's principal said administrators, teachers, and counselors will work together to support the students involved and promise to be better prepared in the future. The school district says the teacher should have realized the subject was sensitive for some students. It adds that its policies require that parents be notified before controversial topics are discussed in the classroom. But in this case, that did not happen. Passing a piece of cotton around, is that wrong? What you guys think?
I need more context. That don't sound right.
They say black people was only black people would touch the cotton. They just passed cotton and said this is where it came from, right?
Mm-hmm. By the way, American history is controversial, so I need to get permission from parents to talk about history.
When you start to think about some of the schools, where some subject matters are starting to be banned.
I do understand
because the racial undertones.
But they're not being banned because black people want them banned. They're being banned because these white folks don't be wanting real history taught about America.
And the gag is sometimes those be the students that be the most uncomfortable. So, I mean,
I don't like Charlamagne said. I need more context. But if they're just passing around cotton to show what raw cotton is and how it was created from the cotton gin, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I think that remember we reported stories. We had stories about projects where white teachers are making black students be like slaves and stuff like that for plays and stuff like that. But this, no, I don't think it's
this is not so much a problem. And I think it actually. And to add context, if you ever held a piece of cotton, that further gives you context of what maybe slaves went through. Because
if you said the teacher was under fire because she had students picking raw cotton during the history lesson, that would be different.
That's what I'm saying.
But just passing it around, touching it to talk about the invention of the cotton gin and slavery, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
This is literally the most sensitive, insensitive generation ever.
Sensitive.
Because sensitive and insensitive.
Yeah.
Why?
Because when it comes to something like United
I get
Healthcare
it.
CEO killing, they'll be like, great, rebel against the machine. The healthcare system sucks. People should get shot down in the street. But then, oh my God, you got us touching cotton.
Yep.
You're passing around rock cotton in the classroom. It's like, come on, man.
I couldn't agree more with that. Insensitive and sensitive. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com.
Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you, girl.
All right, when we come back, Cordae will be joining us. His new album is out right now, The Crossroads, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We got the brother Cordae. Welcome back.
What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
What's up, my brother, man?
I feel good. I got a third Breakfast Club interview, man. That's tight, man. A lot of people don't get to the third one, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I never thought about that.
Well, how you feeling? Happy holidays, man.
Nah, I appreciate y'all. I'm feeling good, man. Just landed this morning, so I'm good.
I feel like The Crossroads, which is your new project, I feel like it should be in a lot of rap album of the year categories.
I concur.
Yeah.
I agree.
Why do you think it's not? Because all the black people got fired at Atlantic, so there ain't no team.
Jesus.
There ain't no more to put
Oh,
down.
my goodness.
Look at his face.
You know what God has in store for me, no man can get in the way of.
That's right.
And I think post-album marketing is just as important, if not more important, than pre-album marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had albums to where they really get their legs like 6 months later after it comes out. You know what I'm saying? You got to tour. The album's been out a month and I'm doing this with y'all. It's going to be a bunch of new people who may not have even known I dropped something that see this. So I think post-album, post-release marketing is just like super important, you know?
We had a boss man D-Lo up here and he said that he values reaction over sales. So what do you consider success for this album or any album?
I guess it depends on how you define reaction. But I guess how people, I don't know, because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my right, to quote Erica. So I try not to put too much, like, I guess, thought or energy into reaction, but I'll be a lie if I say it don't feel good when people are like, yo, I love this album. I've been getting a lot of that amongst this album. A lot of people telling me it's my best work. I'm seeing it online. A bunch of people rock with it. But for me, it's when I'm performing it. That validation for me is when I'm performing it and people are like reciting the lyrics to me. People are coming to see me. When I'm out and about and people are coming up like, yo, this line like just really registered with me, or like this song really connected with me. Me and my family talked about this, and so I guess that's the validation more so.
So that's success to you when people know your stuff, listen to your stuff, your core. You don't need a number to make it successful, or do you?
No, just more so I think to the point we just made earlier, and even the boss D-Lo's point, is just like people liking it, people enjoying it. It does feel good when people enjoy your music, right? As an artist, you got to have a sense of like not giving a You got to like, when you're in there creating and you put it out, you be like, yo, you got to think like, I don't give a people think. Like, truly, that's the only way you're going to ever put anything out, right? But at the same token, it feels really good when people actually do like the work that you're putting out. So that feels good to get such like positive like feedback from real people and fans that's out there that I'm meeting in real life and like fans online. But then also again, that validation for me is when I'm performing it and people are rapping the lyrics back to me, coming to see me perform the music. So validation comes in a multitude of ways for sure.
Why is it called The Crossroads? You said it's your third time up here. This is also your third album.
Yeah.
And this is The Crossroads. Does that have something to do with your personal life? How you feel? At what point in your life are you right now?
Yeah, I feel...
You think you're dying or something?
Oh my God.
This is not about the Bone
that.
Thugs and Harmony. The Crossroads can mean a number of things, sir.
But well, I did sample Bone Thug on the intro. Yeah. But more so for me, I had to pay homage if I'm gonna call the album The Crossroads. I gotta bring some Bone Thugs in it. But for me, just more so is like when I was making this, the Crossroads represent for me is like not necessarily know where I'm going. And when I was making this album, I kept saying I'm at a crossroads, I'm at a crossroads, I'm at a cross. I say it like on like 7 different songs before I even knew the title of the project. And so I'm like, why I keep saying this in music? Am I at a crossroads? Quarter life crisis is like a real thing.
Quarter life crisis?
Yeah, you never heard of that?
No.
Yeah. I think somebody, I forgot who it was. An artist made an album called Quarter Life Crisis. I can't think of the name of it. I don't think it was like a really big album, but like I looked at it's a thing.
How old are you now? Like 30?
No, oh my God, I'm 27, bro.
It's the worst thing in the world to be 30.
I'm a fresh
midlife crisis. I said
yeah. I mean, I'm a fresh 27 too. But that's it. But even that 27 club, you know, like, not to speak that energy. I'm gonna live a long, prosperous life. But yeah, just more so the feeling of unknowing of where I'm going next. You know what I'm saying? And that's an exciting thing, but it's scary, honestly. So that's how I came up with the crossroads.
I don't believe in vision boards and stuff like that. Like, I mean, because you know they always say you can tell you God your plans, but God will laugh at you. Like your good plan.
Yeah, we plan, God
for
laugh.
you.
Yeah, that's a proverb. But I think it's a Yiddish proverb. But I say all this to say, yeah, I definitely make vision boards. I do like a planner at the end of every year, beginning of next year. I've been doing I write in my little notebook where I journal at a lot. And honestly, I knocked out a bunch of stuff that I wrote down. I did like a thought bubble of goals more so at the end of last year. And I knocked out a bunch of those stuff. Like one of my thought bubbles was like to have a song with Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. That was on my thought bubble. So yeah, I do vision boards. I write down goals and dreams and stuff. But I haven't done a vision board since 2018. So I literally thought about that like a couple days ago. I'm like, nah, at the end of this year I'm gonna do another vision board. But I always like write down my goals and stuff for the next year for sure.
How was your life changed now that you have a child, right? Because your daughter's 1 year old?
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5 years?
Yes, sir.
So how has things changed as a young father?
Yeah. For me, it's more having a respect for my time. You know what I'm saying? Being more like disciplined when it comes to my time, and also having more respect for other people's time, you know, because I'm like, I want people to respect my time because I got kids. I can, you know, when I leave the house, it needs to be something important or something that I love to do, something that's fulfilling. Fulfillment for me is going into the studio, enjoying good times with friends. You know, my job is, I mean, you know, this is essentially, this doesn't even feel like a job to me though, to be honest. But I say this to say,
you don't even take your coat off.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's a fresh coat. But I say all this to say, yeah, when I leave the house, it has to be something important, you know, so it just really has me focused on like time management. And versus before, like I'll be, you know, as an artist, like you'll be in the studio from like 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. one day. Then the next day it might be like from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. So you're kind of all over the place versus like since I had a daughter, it's like now I'm in the studio from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. 6 days a week. And then 3 out of those 6 days, I come back to the studio from like 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. So it's more of like a regimented of me like recording and stuff. And I think I'm more productive now because I don't take my time for granted, you know?
Does that feel like work though? Like if you set like work hours 9 to 6, because creativity comes all times of the day, all times of night. Like,
yeah, that's why I do it that's why I do 3 times a day. I do it at night too. But I've noticed all the most successful artists that I've talked with or linked with, they work like that. Like Pharrell, he works like from like 9 a.m. to like 3, like he works at like a 9 to 5. I seen somewhere Eminem is in the studio every day from 9 to 5. He takes a lunch break at noon. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of other successful artists, I know they like on a regimented schedule because where I guess motivation is low, that's where discipline kicks in. Or inspiration, you know, is low. That's where just like discipline comes in. And what I've learned too is like every verse that I write is equity. You know what I'm saying? Whether that verse makes the album or not, that verse can be used for, let's say somebody wants me on their song, I can use that verse for that song. I can use that verse for like a movie sync, a video game sync, you know what I'm saying? And so me, I really, it doesn't feel like work to me above all else because like I love doing this. Yeah. Like I love like being in the dojo, if you would, you know, and I switch up the times and locations of where I cook at. Like I might like rent out an Airbnb for like 2 months, bring all my studio equipment there and we just creating out of there. I might, you know, I find creative ways to get creative.
All right, we got more with Cordae when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, we're still kicking it with Cordae. So what's your relationship with Wayne?
Oh, Wayne is the one. I've gained so many gems from Wayne. Like, honestly, like, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to creating music, like, he gave me some gems of, like, you have to treat every single song like it's people's first time hearing you. And it sounds so simple, but it, like, lit a fire under my brain of, like, nah, son, like, that is, it's so simple, but it says so much of, like, what happens is I've been blessed. I have, like, a core audience and a core fans that, like, rocks with me no matter what I put out. But that can also become a hindrance because you in the studio, you like, my fans gonna love this regardless, like, no matter what I do. Versus you taking that approach of, like, I gotta make a first impression on people. I gotta treat every song like it's people's first time hearing it. It makes you, like, want to give it your all, if that makes sense, and want to make sure, like, is this worth hearing? You want to make a good first impression, and that way the fans that you already have, they're gonna be like, like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing in the world. And for somebody who's like 50-50 on you, who may be like, okay, I heard a song, I heard a freestyle, I don't know, like that hear a song then or an album then, they like, oh nah, like they legit, you know. I think that was a huge thing I learned from Wayne, and also like that work ethic, he teaches by doing, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been able to be blessed to watch him up close, and his work ethic is like incredible. And his love for music, it just never goes anywhere. And you understand why he sold like 300 million records and he's like hip hop's Michael Jackson, if you would. Because if you think about it, there's not that many people that were like child stars that went on to become superstars and more successful as they get older. You know what I'm saying? You know?
How many songs y'all got in the vault together?
One joint. We got one unreleased joint.
Okay.
Yeah, that mentorship and that guidance is like you can't put a price tag on.
How'd y'all meet?
I did an interview with he had a Young Money, he has a Young Money radio thing with Apple Music. Yeah, so we started with that. Then I got his number. He shot me his number through there, and it's just been like back and forth since then, you know.
And the song 06 Dreaming.
Yeah.
You talk about your mom and her musical dreams and how she tried out for making a band and American Idol.
Yep.
And you sampled one of her old songs. How'd she feel about that when she heard it?
Oh, she liked it. She liked it a lot. Yeah. She definitely liked it because it's just like that's one of my favorite songs because it's obviously it's close to home, but it's like a story of irony of just like, and also a story of how like you can love something so much that it gets passed down to your kids, whether you like it and whether, you know, you have an influence on that, like outwardly or not, you know? And so I love it again because it's close to home. It's a story of irony, and it's just hip hop. Like, yo, I sampled one of my mom's old songs, you know, telling the story. I mean, she definitely got her pub and points for sure. She ain't charged me. I made sure, you know, she eating off that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she got a just due for sure. So I say all this to say I rock with that song a lot.
Ain't you kind of glad she ain't make the band?
I know you're ecstatic she ain't make the band
right now. You say that on the record. You said I can't remember what the line was, but you basically said you think Puff is a victim of his own karma. He made him run 6 miles, and your mom didn't make the band. So do you think that? Do you think Puff is a victim of his own karma? Because you said look at Puff now.
That's one way that it can be interpreted. It can be interpreted in a bunch of different ways. You know, it just depends on like what lens or what ear you listening to it.
What do you mean by the bar?
You know what? To be honest, like that bar was something I was so like hesitant on saying because like above all else, not even above all else, like above all else, I'm a human being, right? But being a human being, I'm super pro-black, and like publicly, I don't ever want to speak bad about another black man. But damn, this is making it hard. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like pause. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Super pause.
Jesus.
Yo, my
Just
goodness.
said Puff is making it hard.
Pause.
Crazy.
Yo,
wow.
You know what I meant by that?
No, I don't.
No, we don't.
Nah, hey, nah, we ain't finna do this. We ain't finna do this. The pauses that you have.
That's facts. He got some pauses.
So I say this to say, go back to my. Man, let's leave this alone, man. Like, there's no right answer to this. Right. I tried to juke around this, you know, but y'all some But yeah, to my point, like I don't ever want to publicly speak down on another black man, but like, you know.
You got a song on the album with Kanye. You talked about it earlier. It's called No Bad Juice. Why would you do that?
No bad juice.
Yo, you crazy, man. You're crazy. It's called No Bad News.
Oh, news. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's called No Bad News.
How was that? Because I know he's on your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I mean, bro, bucket
juice from.
Juice.
Yo,
that's what I thought it was called. It might be a typo. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a dream come true bucket list.
What'd you learn from that session?
Man, I mean, Ye's one of the goats. Like I had a different hook for that song, and he sent over notes of like instead of saying this, you know, say this.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. So let me finish.
Okay.
My bad if that came off. You've been throwing me like
I'm just messing with you.
I know.
He's messing with you.
I know. You just talk.
You called it No Bad News. He wanted to call it something else.
No, that's not the title. There was no back and forth over the title. But yeah, basically, like, point blank period, Ye is a genius, creative genius at the highest level. What can I say about him creatively that he doesn't already know and that we as the world doesn't already know? But definitely a bucket list to work with him for sure.
I know that you said you like to be with your baby girl, your daughter.
Yeah.
How are you and Naomi though?
Oh, we good.
I just seen that y'all had a date night like a couple nights ago at Jamie Foxx. Y'all was at something.
Yeah. Nah, we good, man.
Y'all know because y'all don't post each other so much. people even speculate about that. Maybe they broke up or anything that speaks to what you was talking about just everything connecting negatively.
Yeah, for sure. Me, honestly, like, I am a super private person. I try my best as much as I can be, like, when it comes to my personal life, to be super private, like, as much as I can be, because some stuff you got to keep for yourself. And when you allow, like, outside opinion, and outside opinions can be family members, you know what I'm saying? And that can get in the way of stuff that's important to you. So, man, when you add the world to that's a whole nother thing. And so, I try to be as private while speaking on it now, but I try to be as private as I possibly can about, like, my personal life, like, you know, even with my daughter and, you know, my relationship and stuff.
Do you still talk to the YBN crew?
I talk to Almighty J. I don't really talk to Namir like that, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's for me, there's, no matter what Namir got to say about me publicly, there's always a level of respect and appreciation that I have for Namir that, like, nobody can ever get me to, like, talk bad about Namir. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, yo, that dude threw me the oop and I caught it and dunked it. He shined that light on me, and I'm like, I'm not even saying this to be, like, politically correct. It's just the God's honest truth. I'm super grateful for him. Like, he changed my life. You know what I'm saying? For lack of a better word. And so, like I said, he shined that light on me. You know what I'm saying? Threw me the oop. You know, I caught it, windmilled it, and I got so much love for him. Like, I talk to Namir mom more than I talk to Namir. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how that is.
Well, let's listen to something off the album. What you want to hear off the album?
Man, I don't know, man. Y'all
Let's do Saturday morning.
With you.
Yeah, I do. Fat Shame Rod Wave. Let's do that one.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
This is crazy.
Salute to Rod Wave. Love Rob.
Yeah,
no, people misunderstood that line, I think, though.
What is there to misunderstand?
I'm dealing with a lot of problems. I don't know if y'all can relate. Feeling like Rod Wave. I got a lot on my plate.
He didn't mean fool.
Oh, he not saying like
He's not saying fool.
Yo,
he's saying a lot of responsibilities.
Yo, when the black Scully go on, this man is crazy. Yo, this man.
Yo, what color Air Forces do this man got?
Black Air Force One.
Yo.
I mean, but that goes back to, like, my, like, freedom, man. As an art, like, me expressing like my sense of humor and my freedom as a, like, this is hip hop.
Double entendre.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I say this to say that goes back to the point I made earlier, like, me just being as free as I possibly can versus me, like, worrying about what people think. But I mean, bro makes dope music, obviously.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Great artist. So yeah.
The Crossroads out now.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get into the joint right now. It's the Breakfast
sir.
Club. Good morning, it's Cordae, y'all. All right, that was Saturday morning featuring Lil Wayne. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. I was going to ask, how do you deal with social media? Are you on social media? Because between your girl, yourself, if she has a bad game, they blame it on you.
Yeah.
If you have a bad album, they blame it on her. So it's like, how do you deal with that as far as mentally and even in your relationship?
Well, it comes down to, like, I've truly, like, I don't give a bro what people think, because I've learned too that internet isn't a real place. Like, it has influence, right? It does have influence, but it's not a real place, and people are always going to say something. People nitpick anything apart. Like, literally, people always find something negative in the most positive stuff. Charlamagne, you can do a toy drive and give away $100,000 worth of gifts. And if you got a cameraman there, gonna be like, oh, you just did it for the camera. And let's just say you overlook the positive part of, like, yo, this just gave away $100,000 worth of gifts. You know what I'm saying? And so people always gonna have something to say. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like sometimes being the boyfriend of her overshadows you being Cordae?
Nah, because I was Cordae first, and, like, I'm very confident, like, in myself, like, I don't really like to pop my but, like, I'm a super successful, like, young black man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm wealthy, I'm blessed, I do it, and above all else, I'm a man of God, and I'm not prideful, but I am a very unapologetic black man. You know what I'm saying? And I say all that to say, no, there isn't.
All right. Never see it with Juicy J. You say you might see me stressing over blessings that I prayed for.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about that line because I overstand it.
Yeah.
Like, expound on that for people.
Like, bro, like, this is stressful, bro.
Well, what's the most difficult thing you have to deal with? Because people look at your life and be like, you popping.
Yeah.
You got a great career.
Yeah.
You got
a family. You live in your
family. You got a kid.
I'm handsome.
He's like, never forget that. Y'all gay. Why y'all ain't say that first?
Yeah. 6 feet tall and you know, super handsome.
We get it. We get it. We get it.
I was waiting for somebody to say it, but
you handsome, yo. You handsome.
Hey, appreciate it.
I just play gay on the radio. I'm not really gay.
We don't know.
Honestly, the thing that's like whatever's presently in front of me. Like, it's never one constant enemy. It's always just it'd be some solution based, and like, you know, just try to be as solution based as possible.
Now, you did post a picture of yourself on
I
the
was
beach.
just ready to ask about
And you
that.
put hashtag free Luigi.
Yeah.
People were mad at you about that.
They are?
They assume the free Luigi.
Who's people? Who is this target demographic of people that's mad? Because I didn't know that.
Well, people were mad at free Luigi because, you know, Luigi, if it's the same Luigi, we don't know. He's the gentleman that killed the CEO of United Healthcare.
Yeah, I ain't know my Luigi Mario brother was locked up, man.
Then.
Yeah.
You're a kid, yo. Okay.
But yo, I'm just in a space now. Another big thing that I've one crossroad I've gotten past is like being super. I've done a lot of things that I wanted to do thus far, right? And I know it's so much more that I got to do. I'm still on this journey. If you look at all my albums, they all represent a journey, from the Lost Boy to the Crossroads. It's all, if you look at it, it's all a journey, because that's kind of what life is, right? So on this particular moment in my journey, I felt as though in the past I've been a little too like scared to be canceled, for lack of a better word, or fearful to say what I really feel about certain because of like protecting what I've built. You know what I'm saying? Like when you build and saved up millions of dollars, or a brand, or whatever the case may be, a company, business, like you want to protect that, and sometimes protecting that causes fear, and you to move through fear. So I've kind of entered into this space now of like, yo, I'm a creative first, I'm an artist first, and I gotta just say what's on my mind. Like, you know, don't be an idiot, you know what I'm saying? Don't be dumb, you know, but like, yo, don't be as like politically correct and like scared to offend anybody, because you're just going to be bland if you're just like, oh, I don't want to offend this person, or I don't want to offend this person, I don't want to make this person mad, you know what I'm saying? To where like I've been doing that hella like in my creative, and so I don't think he is a monster. Like, you know what? I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be my politically correct answer, but it's also my authentic true self. So this is I'm not gonna say this a medium, but authentically, me as a individual, I am not well researched enough on the monstrosities of the healthcare industry and what the guy that got killed had to do with it. I just know that the American healthcare industry is f***ed up. So I don't want to speak on the assassination of that particular individual without doing my proper research on what that particular individual had to do with the overall scope of the f***ed up.
You already put free Luigi. Too
Well,
late. You picked a side.
You know, free that.
Another line on Never See It. You said you would never see me partying with the Michael Rubens.
Yeah.
Why is that?
So look, let me say this, right? He has this, it's crazy because he has this program called Reform that actually got, that does amazing work, honestly, and it got a bunch of people out. It actually got like some of my closest friends out of jail, like straight up out of prison, like got them an appeal, like they do amazing work, right? So I will want to start off by saying that. But I mean, bro, it's just going back to that place of me being a free creative, you know what I'm saying, and say what I feel. If I think and that includes humor, you know what I'm saying. Some of my favorite rappers had like social commentary through humor, and so like I've always done that since the very beginning. But when I got lit and to lose, I stopped doing it as much because I didn't want to burn bridges, you know what I'm saying. And so I say this to say, it's just me joking. I see online, the behind the back hugs, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You don't see me doing that. And so funny enough, and again, I did want to acknowledge he has this program called Reform that does amazing thing, right? So when I said that line, I have never met this day in my life. 1 week after that song come out, I meet this and he's hella cool.
Where'd you meet him
at a Commanders game.
Did he hug you?
Huh?
He hugged you? No, I ain't say behind. I just said, did he hug you?
Man, look, that I said what I said. I dapped him up. He's actually hella cool. And like I said, the work he does with Reform is amazing.
And he's put a lot of money in black people's pockets. Like I just had an interesting conversation with Lil Baby recently, and he was talking about that. And I think that, you know, sometimes people just really go where the information is.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I only met this dude one time, and he was like I felt kind of bad after meeting, because, you know, when you see online, you just like, I'm making fun of it. But then when you actually meet the person, they become a real person, which is also what fans think of the artist. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like the duality of it. So, I met him and he became a real person. But like when I met him, I'm like, oh wow, you're the complete opposite of what I thought you were. Like,
that's
you
why everybody's at your parties, because you're super cool.
Yeah. So
you would go to one of his parties?
Nah, I can't now. I still can't. I still
What
can't.
if he invites Naomi but not you?
Then I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that. I don't know.
If I commit any crimes, I'm committing it with this. He ain't gonna talk about it in the interview. He might rap about it, but he ain't gonna talk about it at all.
Yeah, that's funny. That's worse now, rapping about it and talking about it.
I do have one last question. I guess.
God.
No, come on. I think
can I just play my song?
No, but your album is fantastic.
Yeah,
but this is just a personal
Let's
thing.
leave on that note. No, I'm with you. Go ahead.
As a man, what did you do to help your lady get through her postpartum?
I would say, I don't know. I don't want to act like I'm the perfect person and be giving advice. I'm the perfect example of what to do. Is just be as present as you can and be as understanding as you can and be a man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we appreciate you, brother. The album The Crossroads is out right now. It's The Breakfast Club. It's Cordae. All right, and let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real, brother. Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore. Just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Thank you, Auntie Monique. All right, so Snoop addresses Kendrick lyrics. All right, he sat down with Bootleg Kev. And if we remember back when Drake and Kendrick were in the middle of that rap beef, Drake dropped Tailor Made Freestyle. That was an AI-generated song that uses the voices of Snoop Dogg and Tupac to insinuate Kendrick let the West Coast legends down. So after the release of the song, Snoop apparently shared the post. He shared the post that had the song on it, and Kendrick wasn't too happy about that. So while Bootleg Kev had Snoop on the show, he asked him about, how he felt about that.
I mean, there was like an AI transposed version of you on that song, which was crazy, right? Like,
yeah.
That was diabolically, like, one of the weirdest things.
But the crazy part is, I could say it. What happened was, I did a collaborative post with someone. So when I do it, I don't listen to the music. I just see gin and juice because it's my brand. So when I post it, I'm thinking I'm posting gin and juice. I don't know what song this is. I'm not hip to everybody's music.
Right.
Then I get the word, nephew, didn't like what you did. What did I do? You played some music. What music? Then I had to go look at I'm like, oh, that's cuz. Damn. So then I deleted it, called nephew, left him a message because he didn't pick up. He was working on his shit. I left him a message, nephew, this Uncle Snoop. I got the message. I apologize. I was up. My bad.
That's so grown up. That's so grown up.
It is.
That's real.
But what aged worse? The Tailor Made song, Bananas, or Roseanne Barr?
Ooh, that's hard.
Damn.
That's hard.
That song aged terrible.
Well,
in the middle of battle,
Bananas.
it don't matter. It was good, and then he just came back with the
it aged terrible.
It's just always weird to me. I thought it was weird to have somebody
I thought it was
who died,
creative when I
who's
first
still
heard
alive, an AI generated song with somebody that's still here.
I just thought it was. I thought it was creative the way it went down, but then Kendrick came with the shotgun.
Yeah, it aged terribly because he just was saying, "Hit me, Kendrick, hit me. What you waiting on to hit me? I dare you. I triple dog dare you to hit me."
So
and then.
Stupid.
Boom! It knocked out. Ain't got up since.
I have not gotten up. Still struggling. But when Kendrick released GNX, he made mention of the situation in the song Whacked Out Murals.
Posted Tailor Made, prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go.
So Snoop also addressed how he felt when he heard the song.
That's my nephew, man. He's a rapper, man. He's supposed to speak his mind and tell his truth.
Yeah.
That's the way he felt, you know what I'm saying? And he has the right to say that. I'm his big homeboy, so I have to take what's given to me from his perspective because he's speaking truth. And the truth shouldn't hurt you, it should make you better. You know what I'm saying? I'm one to accept truth when it's brought to me directly. He feels that I shouldn't have played that. Damn, I was on them edibles, my gotta be more careful. You right, nephew.
I love that, man. That's grown up Snoop. That's him just really listening and really understanding. Most people would have had ego and would have been like, "Who don't mention me?" And I'm gonna come back at you, but not Snoop. And I love Snoop for that, man.
That's right.
I don't believe it's an edible alive that can impact Snoop. That's number one.
Right. Okay? But I do honestly believe that it's just a collaborative post. A lot of these people don't be paying attention to listening to the whole post or whatever. Like when somebody collaborates with you and you just know that page, he just probably accepted. He approved the invited collaboration and just later on was like, oh crap. But he said he deleted it or whatever. Bootleg Kev also asked him about how he felt about the lawsuit.
Your thoughts on the lawsuit?
Next question.
I just gotta ask. Yeah.
Next question, girl. You know, on the West, we hold court in the streets, girl.
and Drake lawsuit. I meant to say Drake's lawsuit to be more specific.
Such a lost art just to say next question.
I know.
Nobody
right?
says that no more.
Yep. He said next question and still answered it though. But next question. Next question.
Salute the bootleg Kev. Drop on the clues boss for bootleg Kev. Great conversation.
Salute the bootleg Kev.
Yep. Potential Sexy Red and Glorilla collab. XXL featured Sexy Red and Glorilla as their recent cover story called 2 of America's Most Wanted. I think that's really dope. That's dope. Because seeing how America is receiving these 2 young ladies. That's a play on a song by Tupac and Snoop Dogg called 2 of America's Most Wanted. In honor of their collab cover, XXL had the ladies interview each other. And while they were talking, they spoke about a collab album and what it would sound like.
Fans have been asking us to do a joint mixtape together. How would Glow and Sexy Project sound to you?
Ratchet is
yes, that is ratchet.
It's gonna be some super rap don't hate us.
No, I think they'll love it. I think they'll love it.
You think so?
Because we both trench certified. 2 young ladies.
You know how we talk our though. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When I first came out with F and F, they was like, "Who is this talking about?" Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you snapped out with F and F.
Yeah, but
it's the game though with that one.
I like that.
Well, yeah, I think it's almost done. I remember when I sat down with Glorilla for my Out of Context series, I asked her about
you
that.
Did.
Yeah, I think it's almost. I think it's there. I think it's real. I think it's a real thing.
Look at you spilling some tea.
Yeah, you sure did.
That's
You're flamboyant. I mean, that's the clairvoyant.
I already did the conversation.
You did what?
I already had the conversation with her. That's not spilling tea.
You sure did. We actually had audio, but since you already said it, okay, cool. I pulled it up because I remember you asking her about that. That's what's up. And she asked you who told you, and you sat there and act like you didn't know.
Because I don't remember who told me.
You always doing that.
I don't be remembering who be telling me. I just be hearing things.
Whatever. But I think that's dope. And I actually like what Sexy Red was saying. She, Glorilla was like, we gonna make people mad. Sexy was like, I think they gonna love it. I think that's how also she's gotten so far too. She don't let outside people who hate her, that she don't let that opinion weigh heavily on her success. Like, she just keep on going. I think that's what's gonna make it a really good collab.
Yeah, but they can't drop till it's warm. Ain't nobody would hit no Glorilla and Sexy Red when it's cold out.
In the winter?
Nah.
You don't want
ain't no winter weather. They got to drop spring, summertime.
You're right. But I think it'd be dope that they could possibly have the album of the summer. The album of the summer with the bops that they gonna put together if they get on tracks together. So
yeah, I think they besides Kendrick, I think they run the summer anyway.
Yeah.
Glorilla and Sexy Red. Yeah, absolutely.
Besides Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick's record, they not
you
like
mean
us.
This summer?
Yeah, this summer.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
No.
I thought this is when Kendrick was running summer.
No, I said this summer.
And this might be looking a little bit too much in the future, but a tour, imagine what that tour would look like. Sexy Red and Glow. What?
Bunch of women out there with short shorts on, tampon strings hanging out. You can see them.
Hey, yo! Yeah, I mean, but be some stanky ass stadiums, but it's going to be cool. Jesus. I think that'll be cool. They should have me open up, do about 20 minutes of comedy, talk about everybody in the crowd, get them mad, and then have them girls come out.
I like that.
I think that'll be dope.
Sounds
I like
good.
that.
Well, that's Jess With The Mess.
And if you want to see those ladies this Thursday, if you're in Atlanta, Jingle Ball Atlanta, both of those ladies will be performing. So
are they both performing?
Sexy Red's performing, yeah. T.I.'s performing, Gunna performing.
Radio stations got them kind of budgets nowadays.
I don't know how Louis V put this one together, but he got it together.
Yeah, Glorilla and Sexy Red.
Glorilla and Sexy Red.
That's about
this
a half
Thursday.
a ticket alone.
Jesus. Jesus.
At least.
So get your tickets. It's this Thursday, Jingle Ball Atlanta. Can't wait to see you guys. All right, we got Donkey Today coming up.
Yes, we need Robert Langlis and Tanisha eBay to come to the front of the congregation. They think they Santa Claus. We're going to discuss.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Your execution on the Donkey of the Day is something to behold.
Is it a read?
He gave me Donkey of the Day, and I deserve it.
People need to know.
Well, you need to tell them.
I am.
You have the voice. Tell them. Tell them.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
It's a read, but you're so good at it.
You trying to be a fake ass Charlamagne. There's only one Charlamagne to go.
Damn, Charlamagne, who you giving Donkey of the Day to?
Well, Sexy Red, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, December 18th goes to Robert Langlis and Tanisha eBay. They are 33 and 32 years old, respectively. And they was trying to duck the law, okay? Just like you did last night. It's okay. All right, somebody out there listening to me right now ran from the police late last night, early this morning. It happens. I understand. All right, one of the best feelings in the world is running from police and getting away. Trust me, I know. I sold crack once. Okay, when the police come to raid your spot and you hit the woods and get away, what an exhilarating feeling. Now, you shouldn't be doing illegal things that will make the police come after you. I am not encouraging that. I'm just simply saying that when you are doing illegal things and the police come for you and you get away, incredible. Now, Robin and Tanisha don't know what that feels like. No. See, officers tried to execute a warrant on a property in Fall River, Massachusetts, and Robin and Tanisha tried to get away, but it didn't work. Let's go to NBC 10 Boston for the report, please.
No, that's not Santa Claus. You're looking at police body camera video from Fall River. It shows a man there stuck in a chimney. We're told officers executed a search warrant at a home on Canal Street last night. That's when 33-year-old Robert Langlace tried to evade arrest by hiding in a chimney. It didn't work. He got stuck. Police had to call in the fire department to get him out. Langlace is facing drug charges.
See? This is what happens when you believe in Santa Claus. Every year you all get mad at me for telling the truth.
Hey!
Nope. Santa Claus is not real.
Hey!
Okay?
Liar,
Santa Claus is not real. Santa Claus is not real. Santa Claus is not real.
Grinch. Turn your radio down if you got kids in the car. Liar.
Okay, number one, reindeers don't fly.
Yes, they do.
Number two, you don't even own a chimney. All right? Number three, if you own the chimney, why would Santa Claus be able to fit down it? Have you seen Santa Claus? He's built exactly like former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie. All right? There's no way his big ass could fit down a chimney. But you humans have convinced yourselves that the story of Santa is real. Being that you all think Santa is real, you think what Santa does is real. And you thought your dumb ass could just slide down a chimney and end up where exactly? Huh? In somebody's living room eating milk and cookies? Huh? Now, Robert and Tanisha were both charged for possession of Class A and B drugs. Now, I had to look that up, okay? Class A drugs in Massachusetts are heroin, morphine, meth, ecstasy, and ketamine. All right, Class B drugs. Who said, Somebody in here said, That was you, Nick? They said, Damn, Nick. God.
Nick's ready for vacation.
We don't drug test up here. My God. Class B drugs are cocaine, crack, LSD, and ecstasy. Okay? Listen, none of this is surprising in light of the circumstances. Whoever made up the story of Santa Claus was high as hell. Okay, it's the only explanation. And the fact we created this one-size-fits-all story that doesn't even make no damn sense, hasn't even really stood the test of time if you think about it. We live in the era of Amazon, FedEx, UPS, dropping packages off all types of day, all times of night, but all Santa got is a bag. One bag. Like he a hoe who just stayed over for the night. And he got something for everybody in the world in just one bag, dressed in all red, so he don't go to Crip neighborhoods, huh? Not to mention, nobody ever questions who exactly are the elves. I don't think they are elves at all. I think Santa Claus is engaging in child labor. Okay? If he's real, he got a bunch of kids at the North Pole treating them like slaves. Either that or they are desperate migrants from Mexico and Santa Claus is benefiting from cheap illegal labor. Now, some of y'all out there are saying to yourself, Charlamagne is on the radio making up things about Santa Claus. If you feel that way, then you too are on Class A or Class B drugs. I'm making up things about a made up thing. Yeah. The moral of the story is police described Robert's antics as Santa-like. Well, 'tis the season. Please give Robert Langlace the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
Envy's so mad at you.
For what?
Because Santa Claus is real.
Santa Claus is real. I don't know why you'd even say that. Santa
you
is
busted
real.
your ass all year long to give a fat white man the credit for taking care of your family.
I didn't say Santa was white. I just said Santa's real.
Well, either way, you giving another man credit?
But that is crazy, though.
Santa's
exactly.
real.
What type of man gives another man credit for taking care of his family?
He grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You did.
Yeah, it's the whole community of
We
them.
grew up dealing with reality.
So so Santa is real, and shout to all the kids out there being good out there. So Santa can get you. That's right. Thank you so much. So Santa could get you toys, and the elves are there watching you guys to make sure you guys are doing the right thing, so you can get more toys from Santa.
He has children, young children, Charlamagne.
So do I.
Okay, y'all live in the civil rights
who laugh at us because they're like, why are you trying to convince us that this entity is real?
But y'all kids on kids on 2 different levels. Your kids know more about civil rights and everything. Like he hasn't introduced that to them yet. So you gotta relax, please.
She's just three.
Damn.
All right, Jesus.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know the last time I seen a chimney.
What is a chimney?
Was stressed when you make up your little words, and I know it's because you got your list going on. But it's always been chimney for me. I'm sorry.
You got a fireplace?
I have a fireplace, but I don't have a chimney.
If you have a fireplace, you have a chimney.
Oh, so what is it? Where is that, in the attic or something?
Oh, you know what?
I've never seen a chimney before.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I got a chimney either.
Exactly.
I got an electric fireplace though.
Oh, so
see now, how do you do that?
You have a chimney, sir.
With an electric fireplace?
Yes.
I don't know.
Envy know about houses. Yo.
I know
You
who we
gotta
don't
tell
got.
him he
Santa
knows.
Claus.
Yo, shut up.
Okay? I know we ain't got that. I know that much.
You know what? When we come back, Jason Lee will be joining us. So we're going to kick it with Jason
Jason Lee used to be built like Santa Claus. But he's not no more. Drop on the clues bus for Jason Lee.
Stop, yo.
So think about old Jason Lee sliding down the chimney. You believe that?
Sliding down the chimney.
That's not going to happen.
I hate this place, man. All right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Councilman
Jason Lee.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
How you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling good. You know, I'm out here dodging these murderers on the streets of New York.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
And I ain't talking about the hood. I'm talking about, you know, the healthcare.
Yeah. Well, congratulations first and foremost.
Thank you.
Does that change anything with Jason Lee?
No.
So
it doesn't.
It's still gonna be the same.
No, it doesn't. You know, I was laughing when y'all did the Megan Thee Stallion story. You have the messiest councilman. You know, the reality is politics are messy. You look at Trump. Trump has been able to win the highest office in the country, the leader of the free world, with what he's done. And so, no, I mean, I'm evolving as a person. I'm in therapy thanks to you, of course. Sober now, 15 months, 47, grown.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm evolving, but I'm not going to change. I'm going to always just stay true to who I am.
You what was the healthcare unlock?
Yeah.
So you were already, I'm not ahead of the curve, but you were already peeping the injustices that were happening in the healthcare system, and you decided to do something about it.
Yeah. I mean, before entertainment, I worked in the labor movement for 11 years as the staff director for one of the largest healthcare unions in the world. So I was already doing the work, and then, you know, part of just being active in my community, I always felt like once you build your platform, you have the influence, you have the relationships, you should be doing something with that. Mm-hmm. And just the evolution of my world in the entertainment industry, I just kind of felt like I was falling out of love with entertainment because it wasn't what I thought it was on the outside. And I just felt like my purpose wasn't being used. So I just, you know, found something else to do with my time. Went back home and ran and won.
I was going to ask, you said you've been sober for how many months?
Almost 16.
Congratulations. What got you to the point where it was like, I need to stop doing this? What was the last thing to be like, this is too much?
Okay. Well, I've never told this, but so I had a birthday party. I have a birthday party every year. I got so wasted at my party, I was drunk for 3 days, but that wasn't even a thing because it was like, you know, you get older, it's harder to get sober, whatever. I had woke up in my house. My friends, we all came back to my house after my party. I had lots of people in my house, but I woke up in the morning and there were people in my house that I didn't know, and I had a gun
that you didn't know
that I did not know, and I had a gun in my robe. And I just thought, like, if I would have woke up and went downstairs and found these people in my house, how I would have
shot them all.
I would have shot all those people. You know what I mean? So then I called my friends, like, why y'all leave these people in my house? They were like, oh, you know, the party. So for me, it was, one, I got people around me who weren't making sure I was good. Two, the Bible says warning comes before destruction. That was a warning sign because you had a lot of fun, but that could have went south. And yeah, it just was a bad thing. I didn't want to go out like that. And I do feel like people be crashing out, and then there's these signs that come before they crash all the way out, and they just don't listen to them. So for me, I heard that sign, and I just literally quit, and that was it.
Why'd you have a gun in your robe, though?
I don't know how I got there. I mean, I got guns all over my houses, and then now I'm back in Stockton, California. It's one of the most dangerous cities in the state. So like I always keep guns on me. I'm a concealed weapons holder. I think in this country right now, it's just so unpredictable. You should be ready to protect yourself at all times.
I have been. First of all, I'm very inspired by watching you run for Stockton City Council and then win. But also, I just was concerned because I'm like, I know how these people play dirty in politics.
Yeah,
that was never a concern of yours.
No, I play dirty too.
We know, Jay.
Yeah, but but I want to shout out Kevin Hart, Floyd Mayweather, Babyface, Rihanna, everybody who actually got behind us. Floyd and Kevin donated a lot of money to get behind the campaign, and we all won. So now we all took control of the city, and now it's going to be a different city moving forward.
Wow. You had the nonprofit dinner that you had Rihanna host. Do you save those type of favors for moments like that?
No, I've never done a favor for her. I mean, Rihanna, she gave me the photos of her first kid that we put out. She just believes in what we're doing. I think she saw the person say what he said about go ask your rich friends, and she actually cares about the world. And now as a new mom, she really is in love with making sure that kids are taken care of, and that people are doing what they can do to help them.
How the new music sound?
I haven't heard the new music.
That's a lie.
You
start smiling when you laugh.
No,
you start smiling
the reason
when you
why I laugh is because one, I look at some interviews when I talk about her. That's one relationship I don't even want to talk about it because it's just I do love her so much and I care about her and she's a sweet person, but she's so dialed in to what's happening. I've never asked to go to the studio because I don't want to hear anything because I do have a problem keeping secret sometimes. And that's one that I don't know. I haven't heard the music.
Do you have anything that you regret though since your sobriety? Like anything?
I don't regret anything because I feel like everything I've done is a lesson. But I will say that when I was here, I made that off the cuff comment about Jennifer Hudson.
Mm-hmm. That's she was illiterate and a terrible host. Terrible television
okay,
host.
We don't need to relay it. Let me say this.
Let's go. Let's play it audio. I'm just
I will say this. I think you can be critical of people without being mean. It was an off the cuff, unplanned comment. Talking about something completely unrelated, but then after that, of course I got all the flack. That wasn't why I think I want to apologize for sure, because I don't really care when people have an opinion about me online. I saw her at the vice president's house, and when I saw her, I felt bad and I wanted to say something, but it was what do you do? It was the wrong setting to go up and have a conversation. Plus, Karen Civil was right there, and it was already too much going on.
And you couldn't pass her a note because you already said you don't think she can read, so you weren't sure.
Jesus Christ. Back to my apology. No, because the game on the mainstream. I own my own platform, so I don't play the game. I don't have to audition. I don't have to be good for anybody. I just do what I do. I leave it there and I go on with my business. But in this world of entertainment, old white men like the people who own Denmark Mercury will find a black person to market to white people because that's the advertising game. And I just felt like at the time, she wasn't the best talk show host. I could have been critical of that decision and criticize them, not attack her. To say she was illiterate was wrong. Plus, she's been through a lot of traumatic stuff like I have, and to see her in public, and she gave me a lot of grace because she could have read out of me. She didn't, but I felt bad. I'm gonna send her a personal note and some flowers, and piece it up with her. At least do my part. It's not to be friends or anything like that, but I just felt like it was unnecessary.
I was gonna ask, have you ever ran in a comment because
yeah,
and what the comment say anything about it or no?
No, me and him talked at that party too. Me and Common, we're not friends, but we were friendly and we communicate a lot when he was dating Tiffany. So we've been in each other's spaces, been on my show. He's cool. I like and respect him. He didn't say anything. We took pictures and it was cool.
So he keeps it separate.
Yeah,
he didn't say anything.
Salute the comment. But what I told Jason earlier, a while ago, is just like to do what you do and still have the relationships with celebrities is like unheard of. Like Wendy didn't have that. I don't know if Perez Hilton did, but I know Wendy didn't have that.
But I think the thing that people still fail to realize is that, you can not like me or hate on what I do or whatever. I still have a relationship with you. With everybody in the industry, Hollywood Unlocked has a relationship. Some just participate, some don't. I am, though, backing up from Hollywood Unlocked as much as I can in the new year. I'm putting my staff out there more. I use Hollywood Unlocked to build my brand identity. I have it now. I really want to do things that are purpose-driven. My community is important. My show, I'm in love with my show. But outside of that, and my dogs, I really don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to really talk to nobody that don't have anything to do with what I'm on. Hollywood Unlocked, that thing can go and run, and my team is going to do that work. I still own it, make all the money, but yeah, the industry ain't what I thought it was.
All right, we got more with Jason Lee when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Jason Lee. Now, I got a question. When do you decide when you're not going to tell a story or when you're going to wait, right? So the Megan Thee Stallion story, you teased it months before it was released.
By the way, I like how you set that up. Let me tell you why I intentionally did that. And I like that you pointed out that it was in July. There's so many stories that we get on a daily basis. I don't get the grace for the stuff we don't put out. So you'll never know, you'll never say, Jason, man, he did that because I didn't do it. You don't know what I didn't put out. Back to the Meg thing, the reason why I held on to that for so long, there's a couple reasons. One, I love the fact that Michael Rubin has a successful career, successful businesses, and lots of privilege that he takes advantage of, and that he has the white party. The white party I thought was ours from a long time ago, right? Before, the baby oil and start flying around.
Damn.
But man, they took that. So now that's the party that everybody wants to go to, which is great. And I've been to it. It's a good party. When Michael's not hanging on your back. When I heard about what happened at the party, I was like, yo, that really went down. I wasn't there. I didn't get my invite, so I'm going to just hold on to that. Well, Megan and Winnie, I know both of them, but then just Megan, there's so much out there with her that people don't know. I just felt like, in the party, I'm just going to drop it, but I have to win office first. That's why I had to hold on to it. I couldn't drop it while I already went viral with the Jennifer Hudson thing. Now I'm going to do this. So I'm going to just wait. So I'll wait till I got elected, then I dropped it.
I was also going to ask, with Trump suing and winning $15 million for somebody reporting a wrong story.
Yeah.
Not just somebody. That was George Stephanopoulos.
We know you're talking about it.
Yes.
That's why this is his last name. So when it comes to your staff, do you tell them to make sure you understand what's going on? Because now, if you report a wrong story,
I mean, I reported the Queen died,
and that's my point. If you report the wrong story, they're gonna be suing now because the fact that Trump get $15 million and the fact that Trump's about to change this whole media landscape.
Different, Jason.
Why?
Because if you report the Queen died and she didn't die, that usually is a career ender for a lot of people.
But here's the deal: one, we never saw her after I reported it. Two,
that's not true.
Oh my God! We did not. Go Twitter right now. Everybody's on Twitter. We did not see her. We saw a photo of her. That she
was outside in the park drinking coffee or something like that, right?
She was not, and she was gone. She was gone.
She had a Hollywood Unlocked T-shirt on.
Yo, shut up! Stop
it. She had a free Wendy mug. No, but. By the way, the way they've locked Wendy away is insane.
You saw her this weekend. Well, I didn't see her.
No, you didn't.
Well, somebody
Florida,
saw her this weekend.
in Florida.
Yeah, they said they saw her
allegedly.
That's what I said. That's what I said. It must be old.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, the Queen. We didn't see her after I said she was dead. So even though I was on vacation when I broke that, I kind of stand behind it. But as far as
stand behind,
I was on vacation.
Listen, I don't want to double down anymore because that was just enough. But she was dead. So look, I feel like I tell my writers all the time. I mean, you have to have we have to have insurance. So we have insurance for everything. We have millions of dollars worth of insurance. So if you do stuff, we get sued, whatever. I've been sued probably more than 20 times for using images we weren't supposed to use. But I mean, yeah, they do their research and they make sure that they follow the rules. But sometimes you make a mistake. That was a big mistake that George made, though.
One word.
Yeah, but rape versus
battery and defamation.
I'm with rape.
You.
Yeah. So we have to watch it. On my show we have insurance and stuff too, but I do have to watch what I say because people are suing. I'll sue. We should be suing.
You're damn right.
Jay-Z should be suing, but
he will.
He's suing. Is he suing right now?
I'm sure he will. I'm sure it'll be a defamation suit.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Now, when you become councilman in January, what's the first thing you want to do?
Well, one, we're gonna restore order in my city. Part of the problem is that I told everybody, and I think they haven't been listening to me on the campaign trail because they kind of wrote me off as he's just a rich out of town celebrity, reality star, blogger, whatever they did, which is fine because that was a distraction I needed to put my head down and actually win. I said I'm going to get in there and audit all the Measure A money, all the money that you all have been spending, and if I find anything wrong, y'all going to jail. And I meant that. And so the first thing on January 7th, I'm ordering an audit, and I'm on the budget committee of all the money, and they know that that's coming. And I can feel the shifting happening in my community. I think just how we invest in nonprofits led by women, people of color, really looking at how the city can partner to invest in those that are doing the real work and touching those who need it the most. And then homelessness is a big issue in my community. So we've been bringing folks from the state there. This man named Mark Fossett, who's managing a $6.38 billion budget that the city never applied for. He's now in the city, meeting with the county and city officials about how to get some of that money there for homelessness. And then, just creating opportunities for young people because that city's where I met Queen Latifah 30 years ago. That inspired me to get in entertainment, and that literally unlocked everything. Yeah.
So I tell him I'm very jealous of that. Your relationship.
Yeah, we talk about you.
Don't lie.
Yeah, for real. I told you. I told her. What you said, that how much you care about her and love her, and I love her too. And ironically, she's never been on either of our shows.
Never.
Ain't that crazy?
I mean, I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? Because she's been an inspiration from afar. Her and Shakim.
Yeah.
Because I just always believe in building institutions, especially with black women. You know what I'm saying? And Shakim was one of the first brothers I saw do that. Like really say, yo, me and this black woman right here, we gonna build something. And look what they've built.
That's right. But you know what I learned in therapy? I respect you so much for encouraging me to go to therapy, but I also don't like that you encourage me to go to therapy. I'll tell you why. I think therapy in many ways has made me softer.
What's wrong with that?
I don't like that.
What's wrong with that?
I don't, because I think it's okay to have feelings. Mm-hmm. Like I have feelings, right? I believe it or not, I have feelings. But I also feel like when people feel like you're vulnerable, they then try to take advantage of you even more. And I have had more people trying it, but at least with sobriety and clarity, you see it now. And I'm like, and I call it out. What I learned in therapy, though, with Queen Latifah is that I feel like I had abandonment issues from my mom. Because my mother, when she was on drugs, would come to the group home and visit me or foster home, and then she would never take me home with her. And it wasn't because she didn't want me. She just was on drugs and she just wasn't well, and she had mental health issues and stuff. So because I wanted her to show up for me, and she didn't. Now that I've become Jason Lee and Hollywood Unlocked, all that, and Queen Latifah not showing up, and my fans asking where she is, it was triggering. And it wasn't until I was in therapy, I was like, well, I got to abandon it. So I had to really like compartmentalize that relationship and say, I do have access to her. I love her. She gave me inspiration to pursue my dreams. She gave me the support when my brother was murdered and spent time talking to me through that. And I love her.
Which is more important.
That's all the more important stuff. And I also know she don't want to come on my show because when she does, she bring her ass up there, we gonna really talk. And when you talk to your friend, ain't no telling what'll come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
We appreciate you for joining us, brother.
Of course.
Councilman Jason Lee.
That's right. It's Jason Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
Councilman Jason Lee.
Councilman Jason Lee. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
All right, well, let's get to Jess With The Mess, y'all.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies, don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's the culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Chance the Rapper wife finally files for divorce. So it's a sad day in the Chi, y'all. His wife and the mother of his 2 baby girls, Kristen, has filed for divorce after 5 years of marriage. They got married in March 2019, and they've been together since 2013. She actually filed last Friday, but the news just broke. They announced their separation back in April. Damn, she waited 8 months to actually file. That's the crazy thing. So she might wanted to reconcile or anything, but we don't know that. Announcement from April. This is just going back. It says, this is a statement. After a period of separation, this is what she posted. Her and Chance posted this together. It was a joint decision. After a period of separation, the two of us have arrived at the decision to part ways. We came to this decision amicably and with gratitude for the same time we spent together. God has blessed us with 2 beautiful daughters who we will continue to raise together. So the full docs, they're not available yet, so there's not much detail on who's getting what she's asking for, if she's asking for anything at all. And his marriage has always been a big thing in his music. There had been an incident before they got married. Earlier in the relationship, they was thinking about splitting up, but they got through it. And that was before their second child, right? She had went to the court to prove that he was the dad because she was trying to put him on child support. So I guess that there was a situation. We don't know what the situation was, but that kind of like went away because they got together and had another baby after that. And then if y'all remember back in 2023 when he was outside, remember it was a viral video of Chance getting danced on when he was at Carnival
for his
Carnival. 30th birthday.
I remember,
and Shorty was backing it up on him. Sis wasn't feeling that, when she saw Kristen, she wasn't feeling that. But after that is when everything got a little crazy, and she's finally filed for divorce.
Well, The Big Day was a project that Chance put out, and that's why if you're going to make an album about your significant other, you have to make sure it's really, really good.
Yeah.
You have to make sure it's really good so it's received by the public well, because if it's not received by the public well, then it could have an impact on your marriage. I just made all of that up just now.
You did. But
you did?
Yes.
You did. No, he did make an album pretty much about his wife, and people made fun of him, and I commended him. I thought that was my wife.
I think I love my wife.
Yeah,
I remember people making fun of him.
I thought it was dope. The fact people, why are you doing it? But that's his wife. That's his soulmate. What you thought his best friend.
The music should have been stellar, is what I'm saying.
I see you saying
so
it wasn't stellar.
Remember it because I don't remember hearing. I don't remember hearing it. I remember the backlash he got from it. How they were saying he was corny and all of that type of crap. But I didn't hear it. So
yeah, it wasn't. The music wasn't as bad as people tried to say it was. But it did get a lot of backlash. I just think it was that one was like, I love my wife, I love my wife, I love my. I think it was that one part that really, really threw people off. I got to go back and revisit that album.
Imagine that song over top of the video of the girl dancing with him on at Carnival.
See, that's what
backing it up on him.
See, that's what people do. Probably got him in trouble. But see, I like Chance, and I love the fact that he wasn't afraid to share his love and his emotions and everything.
The music got a hit. Like, it got a hit.
So you saying it flopped out?
So like, Jeff, if somebody made an album about you and the album was whack, how would you feel?
I would be mad. I would be mad as hell because it's about me.
But you gonna break up with him? The album's trash?
I'm not gonna break up with him, especially if we married. I'm not gonna. That's not why I'm gonna divorce you. But I mean, I'm gonna be one of them critics too. Like, damn, you could have came better. Now you got to make another album to make up for this trash. And that one might be trash too. So look, don't sing about me. Don't make no tracks about me.
He might come out with his best music now. He might get on his Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole, Heartbreak. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I doubt it.
Anyway,
see.
yeah, we ain't heard from Chance in a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's probably going through it, man. We don't know. But I'm not putting that on him. But it's, being as though there's a divorce on his hands right now. We don't know.
Nice guy, though. Chance is a great guy.
Nice
Great guy.
Yep. Kanye West. All right, so A&E is launching the third season.
That's
of
another
their
problem
show.
with Chance, too.
Kanye?
That whole Life of Pablo album took all Chance's energy.
Damn.
That was Chance's energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn. So it's a show called Interrogation Raw, Celebrity Under Oath. And the show dives into what really happens when A-list celebrities go to court. The new season is airing the day after Christmas, December 26th, and will feature footage from Kanye West's deposition, which was part of his 2020 tech lawsuit. For those who don't know, Kanye was accused of stealing technology to advance his Yeezy brand and launch his Sunday service. The deposition was done virtually, so it's not like it was in a real courtroom. It was actually on like a Zoom or whatever. And when the deposition starts, Kanye has a hat on that reads "Rooted in Ignorance," and he's wearing it very low, like over his eyes. You can't see his eyes at all. And an attorney on a virtual deposition asked Kanye to get off his phone, and this is how it played out.
I see that you're looking down at probably a device. Are you on your phone?
Yes.
I'm going to ask as a ground rule that you not be on your phone during the exam. Can we agree to that?
Well, is that legally what it should be?
I'm not going to advise you as to the law. That's why your lawyers are here, but that is my ground rule.
Due to my mental geniusness, in order to focus on this bullshit, I need to be on a phone.
Counsel, do you want to speak to your client before we continue?
Kanye, in terms of you can listen to the questions and answer them, right?
Okay, I get off the phone.
Mr. West, why have you donned a mask to start this deposition?
Because you don't have the right to see my face.
And is it your intention to wear that mask for the entire duration of your examination?
Perhaps.
Yo, so in the clip you hear him ask why you donned the mask, right? That's because when he took his head off, he quickly whipped the mask out his pocket, pulled it out, and it has he put it on and it has a picture of Jesus on it, right? So it's a Jesus poo shiesty. He put it on real quick, and he don't feel like they should be able to see his face, but he also started going off. This is another clip from the deposition. I think y'all should hear this.
Okay, where are you currently giving the deposition from? Where is that room?
I'm not gonna tell you. You're never gonna see me again.
Madam Court Reporter, same thing. Mark the transcript. And who is in the room with you, if anyone?
No, this is the show.
No one's in this actual room with me.
Okay, and what other things do you have in the room besides the phone that you've identified?
Are you stupid? I'm not gonna tell you other things. I don't have the time to be talking about. I got a chair in the room. You are talking to the richest black person in the history of America.
No, that's not true. That was just a big ass lie. Just a big bold-faced lie. I will say though, Kanye really gives 80s, 90s celebrity energy. Like he was the last celebrity who gave that ridiculous 80s, 90s energy. Because you think about who we came up on. The Michael Jacksons and the Dennis Rodmans, just these people who just created these spectacles. That was Kanye.
Yo, that would be dope if he'd have had his own music while he was talking. Because he's not going to do that too.
Yeah, I know, right? No, that
you ain't got the thing to talk to me.
The suspense.
You want to know what's in this room?
Right,
a chair. Yeah. Oh, that would have been dope.
That was the clip from the show. So the show did all that, the dramatics and everything like that. That's gonna be a good show though. So we need to catch that. Again, it comes out the day after Christmas. So
I don't think that's going to help his deposition. I don't think that helped.
Well, the season airs. You don't think this is going to help his?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't think that would
him going
help
off
that
like
day.
that.
No, I don't think that would help. But it was entertaining.
It's definitely entertaining. I'm gonna watch that episode for sure. But that is your Jess with the Mess for today.
All right. Well, I just want to send a happy heavenly birthday to DMX. Today is DMX's birthday.
Yes, indeed.
And we're going to start the mix off with some DMX. All right? Get your request in. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got to sue Cordae for joining us this morning.
Man, make sure you check out Cordae's new album, The Crossroads. It's out right now. I like that dude a lot, man. Cordae can rap. He's a great artist, but he's also a great person.
Yes, he is. And Jason Lee for stopping through as well.
Salute to my guy, Councilman Jason Lee. The evolution of Jason Lee needs to be studied, and it will one day. He's a whole different person. If I showed y'all Jason Lee 10, 15 years ago, you'd be like, who is this?
Oh, you're talking about like the weight of it.
Everything.
I was going to say,
mentally.
Yeah, mentally.
Everything.
Definitely.
He's a councilman now.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's a flex.
That is definitely
That is a big flex. So congratulations, Jason.
Salute to Jason Lee. Yeah, that's right. All right. And when we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. And salute to our camera guy, Nick. Nick's birthday is on the 30th. We won't be here for the 30th because we will be on vacation. But Nick's birthday is on the 30th, so just want to send Nick some love.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Salute to our guy, Nick. Very important piece of the Breakfast Club. You know, before there was even a big staff here at the Breakfast Club, it was the personalities, the producer, and Nick. And, you know, one reason the Breakfast Club has had so much success is because of what we do online. And, you know, Nick is a intricate part of that.
That's right.
Shit, he is the part.
Yeah.
Actually.
He was the only part for a while, but yes, salute to Nick.
Everybody want to take credit for having a big digital team now. It was not always like that.
It was just Nick.
Yes. And we can even take it a step farther and say iHeart wouldn't have a digital team if it wasn't for Breakfast Club.
Yes, you can say that. That's true.
He's the blueprint. Nick is the blueprint for what this whole company does, man. So salute to guys like Nick. Salute to our guy Jamie too. Remember we had Jamie before Nick?
Jamie was the originator, the first person to start recording our interviews. Yep.
Jamie's still here. He just not here no more.
He ain't want to deal with us no more.
No, it wasn't us. It's something else.
No.
What is it not you, show?
It's always me, ain't it?
Yeah, always you.
Damn.
All right. Positive note.
Yes, I do have a positive note, man. And what I want to tell everybody on this beautiful Wednesday, you're awake, you're alive, you get to go to work, or you get to go to school. You've been given another day to live, another opportunity, a gift, a blessing that should not be taken for granted, okay? I want you to treat today with gratitude and have a positive attitude and just see how much better everything feels when you do that. Have a blessed day. Are you happy, Jess?
You already know I'm happy with the whatever. I'm ready to go.
Okay. She doesn't sound like she has gratitude.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?